Nintendo Switch 2 might hold the answer to Hogwarts Legacy's 2025 plans. Hogwarts Legacy is one of the most successful games of the decade, and a few years after its release, players are wondering what's next for the fantasy RPG. While a sequel has all but officially been confirmed by Avalanche Studios and Warner Bros. Games, a potential Hogwarts Legacy 2 will likely still take a couple of years to come out. However, despite there being no sequel for 2025, this year could still be a big one for Hogwarts Legacy, which has already sold an impressive 30 million copies since its release in 2023. The next possible step for Hogwarts Legacy to take in 2025 is to improve its performance on the Switch 2. While the Nintendo Switch version of Hogwarts Legacy left a lot to be desired due to the hardware limitations presented by the older console, the upcoming Switch 2 could provide the necessary specifications for an uncompromised Hogwarts Legacy experience. To capitalize even more on the Switch 2, Hogwarts Legacy should release a definitive or director's cut of the game to improve on the original port and provide even more content for the next generation console. Hogwarts Legacy needs a refresh on the Switch 2. A new console provides a new opportunity. Of all the consoles that Hogwarts Legacy released on, the Nintendo Switch had the least optimized experience. The differences in performance between console options, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch are stark, for obvious reasons. Limited to just a single performance mode, the Switch port of Hogwarts Legacy suffered from a huge range of issues that other consoles and PCs avoided. The Switch port experienced stuttering, dropped frames, loading screens at every door frame, lower quality animations, and reduced graphics. It is impressive that the game, which requires 85 GB of available space on PC, was able to play decently after being cut down to just 15 GB for the Switch, but a major title like Hogwarts Legacy deserves better. Exploring the sweeping grounds of Hogwarts, the neighboring town of Hogsmeade, and the titular castle itself in Hogwarts Legacy should be a grand experience, and a smooth one, which is simply not possible on the Switch version of the game. Entering every new area on the Switch port gives players loading screen after loading screen, and any wizarding action causes a significant frame rate drop. While the game is obviously limited by the hardware of the Switch, an updated version of the console could be the perfect opportunity to tune up the Hogwarts Legacy experience. The recent reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2 only helps to fuel the reasoning behind this. Nintendo has a history of fast turnaround from announcement to release, so players could soon have confirmation of a late 2025 release date. Though the exact specifications have not yet been confirmed, the Switch 2 will likely be far superior to the original Nintendo Switch in terms of hardware. This means that it will be far better equipped to run AAA titles like Hogwarts Legacy without such dramatic compromises to performance. A rumored director's cut is the perfect opportunity. Enhanced performance for a new edition. Not only could the Nintendo Switch 2 better run Hogwarts Legacy, but the new console also presents the perfect opportunity for a new version of the game. While no official news has come from Warner Bros. Games, rumors have recently appeared in force that a director's cut of the game is coming, potentially even in 2025. Since the Harry Potter-based game was so massively successful, both critically and commercially, it would make sense for Warner Bros. Games to capitalize on its success with another version with new content for players eager for more. The wizarding world is so full of potential, any number of quests or new creatures that were cut from the original game could be added to a director's cut, which would make another edition worth it for hardcore fans. A Switch 2 version of the game would not only provide a better experience but potentially new content for players to consume in between the time it takes for Hogwarts Legacy 2 to be revealed. However, since it's likely that Avalanche Studios is working on a sequel, anything particularly interesting may be saved for later content. Nevertheless, a director's cut of the game made for the Nintendo Switch 2 could expand on small parts of Hogwarts Legacy, including exploring more side characters or classes, while simultaneously improving the gameplay experience through superior hardware. It would be the perfect opportunity to bring the true Hogwarts Legacy experience, without compromises or shortcuts, to a Nintendo console. While details remain speculative, the Nintendo Switch 2 could be a game-changer for Hogwarts Legacy and similar titles. The combination of upgraded hardware, potential exclusive features, and broader third-party support sets the stage for an exciting 2025. Fans of the Wizarding World and Nintendo alike should keep an eye on future announcements to see how this magical partnership unfolds.